Imagine this. You're born in poverty. You lose nearly every election you run for. Your family suffers unimaginable tragedies, and yet, you rise to become one of the most revered leaders in history. This is the story of Abraham Lincoln, a man whose journey wasn't just about politics, but about the power of resilience, hope, and integrity. His philosophy doesn't belong to the past. It's a guide for us today. Are you ready to discover how his lessons can change your life? Born on February 12, 1809, in the wilderness of Kentucky, Lincoln's life began with hardship. His family lived on the edge of survival, constantly moving in search of better opportunities. His mother passed away when he was just 9 years old, leaving a profound void in his life. But where others saw limitations, young Lincoln saw possibility. With less than a year of formal education, he taught himself everything, from law to literature. Lincoln's life teaches us this. Greatness isn't born, it's built. It begins with a single step, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Lincoln's life was a masterclass in perseverance. He lost jobs, businesses, and elections. At 24, he declared bankruptcy. At 35, he lost his first Senate race. But failure didn't break him, it shaped him. He once said, "My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure." Lincoln understood that failure is not a destination, but a necessary stop on the road to success. It's a lesson we can all learn. What we do after failure defines who we are. When Lincoln took office in 1861, the United States was on the brink of disintegration. The Civil War was not just a battle of armies. It was a battle of ideologies. Freedom versus oppression, unity versus division. Lincoln's leadership was rooted in empathy. Even as he faced relentless criticism, he focused on the greater good. His Emancipation Proclamation wasn't just a political move, it was a moral one. He believed deeply that all men are created equal wasn't just a phrase in the Declaration of Independence, it was a promise. His ability to lead with both strength and compassion is a lesson for all of us in times of conflict, whether in our personal lives or the world at large. Behind the public figure was a man haunted by personal loss and inner turmoil. Lincoln faced profound grief, losing 2 of his children and carrying the weight of a divided nation. He struggled with depression, often retreating into solitude. Yet, it was this very struggle that made him deeply empathetic. He knew what it meant to suffer, and this made him a leader who truly understood the pain of others. His resilience wasn't about ignoring his emotions. It was about confronting them head-on. Lincoln teaches us that strength comes from embracing our humanity, not denying it. How often do we allow our struggles to define us, instead of letting them refine us? Abraham Lincoln's vision extended far beyond his time. His belief in equality, justice, and unity remains a cornerstone of modern democracy. Today, we face our own challenges, divided communities, social injustice, and personal setbacks. Lincoln's life is a reminder that progress requires courage. His words, "The best way to predict your future is to create it," challenge us to take action. From students to leaders, his legacy inspires us to rise above divisions, to seek understanding, and to build bridges where there are walls. The question is, how will you carry his torch forward in your own life? Abraham Lincoln was not a man of privilege or perfection. He was a man of perseverance and purpose. His life teaches us that greatness isn't about where we start. It's about how we choose to act, even in the face of adversity. If this story has inspired you, remember that you too have the power to shape your legacy. It starts with small, deliberate choices, just like Lincoln. Before you leave, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Let's continue exploring the lives of extraordinary figures and uncover the lessons that can guide us today. Together, we can make history come alive